Hello, everybody. It's my great pleasure today to introduce to you from Venezuela, John Bustamante. Hello, John.
Hi, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Everything is going like cool here. It's like 10 in the morning here at this very moment. So I'm very excited to start talking about this new album and our music and stuff.
Yeah, so we just signed you recently to Wolf Entertainment, and that's a little bit odd because Ozzy, your guitar player, who was before with Nutter Store, yeah, and
Yeah.
then he left. Nutter Store is kind of quiet at the moment, and then he worked with you and he put the album together, and he contacted me and said, "Can we be with you on Wolf Entertainment?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to work with you again." And then we put the album out and did all the stuff, and then he left the band. So you're new for me to get to. It's nice to get to know you. So what happened with him?
Yeah.
Why did he leave the
Well,
band?
there's no bad blood about this guitar playing situation. Okay, he just is like very busy at this very moment. So uh, he has been playing with us like 1 year nonstop touring. He made this album with me. It was an amazing experience, but he needed to take a break. Okay, so um, uh, I wish he could come back in
In the
like
future?
yeah. We think he's a very talented guy.
Yes.
He's a very smart guy also, and he's a very well-known guy here in Venezuela, because he's a great guitar player. But at this very moment, he's like having some personal issues that made him like made a decision to not be playing at this very moment. Maybe in some months, or he could come back.
Well, I said to him, and that's not my place to say that because it's not my band. But I said to him, "There's always a place for you in the band. So if you want to come back."
Yeah. I wish he could come back soon. In fact.
So please tell us a little bit about your band. It's called Anorexia Isan. Kind of a strange name. How did you find that name? What's it all about?
Well, I'm gonna be as sincere as possible. Okay, we just wanted to take um, a name that you could place into web search system, and you could only find things related to us, like in like creating something that doesn't exist, but with a little bit of meaning. If you take the first
Anorexia?
letters of our, yeah, if you take the first letters of Anorexia Isan, you could find that they are AI, like artificial intelligence, and that was the
Good one. I didn't
original
didn't
idea.
think about it. That's a good one. I didn't think about that. Good one.
Yeah, and also we wanted to combine some words that you could only relate to the band when you put it on Google and stuff.
And
Okay,
nobody else is called
there's no
Anorexia Isan for sure.
y-
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we wanted to be as original as possible with the name of the band, because on this metal and rock music world, it's very common to having to choose a band name that other people is using. So we wanted to make something different, and And it's funny because there's a lot of people asking what does that mean, and it's great. It's great. Everybody can make their own. It can give their own meaning to the name of the band, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, the song that we released of the album, which is called Bloom, on the video it's called Tina FX, and you have in 6 days over 4,500 hits on it, and really, really good feedback. So that's a very nice. It's going nicely. So it's really cool. Tell us a bit about the
Well,
album. Tell us, please, a little bit about the album and especially about the song Tina FX.
okay, and the album is called Bloom because we had this like concept of death and resurrection. It's kind of hard to explain, but uh, we started like making this album in the pandemic, okay, and we had this feeling that everything was going like mm, not very good for us. We stopped touring, we stopped playing, and we had this like sensation of this feeling that we needed to make something, and everything wasn't going to be bad forever. Okay, there's gonna be some spring after this winter, and that's why we called
We call
the
it
the,
Bloom.
the album Bloom. uh,
Is the
it's
Bloom
like a
a
death.
spring? Is it spring in Spanish? Also
Yeah,
from
the bloom.
okay,
Bloom is like in Spanish it would be like florecer. It would be like flowers are growing and
okay.
stuff. Okay, we wanted to express in a certain way that um, after every bad thing into
Something
our
good
lives,
comes.
there's gonna be a good thing after all, and that's what we were trying to do. Um, Tina Effects, okay, that's a funny song. Maybe it's the like the second or third song we wrote in Spanish, okay, and there's something behind that song. It's kind of a funny thing. Uh, it sounds like a love song, but there's a little message about manic depression behind it. The name of the song is kind of a reference not only to a girl's name, but to medicine for depression. I think it's called Prozac in
Prozac, yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to make with that song. So we wanted it to sound like a love song, but in a certain way,
To be
gave
honest,
this
I would never had the idea it's a love song. It doesn't sound like a love song to me at all.
that's great. That's great. Then so that's like a mission accomplished for us. Then
Good, 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 good. Okay, so tell me a little bit, please, about the history of Anorexia Isan. How long have you been operating, and who else is in the band? And when you're touring a lot, or you've been touring solidly last year, and you're kind of moving up in Venezuela. So tell me a little bit about the history, please.
okay. We started like I think it was in December and 2015.
Okay,
Okay. I was like I was playing in a covers band, I remember I had this bunch of original songs, and had to make a cover show, and I wanted to play that songs. So I basically proposed to 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 play that songs live in that cover show, and it worked, and that's how we started to uh, keep going with
Develop, yeah.
yeah, with the idea of playing original songs, and it was cool because maybe how to explain it, there's no easy it is not easy to keep touring in Venezuela and making rock music or metal music or underground music. So uh, I, I I think it's a blessing that it started working for us. Okay, we've been playing lots every year. We're like um, touring in different cities, and last year, in fact, we could play. We were able to play in Colombia.
I saw
We
that.
went to, yeah, and that was like a great experience for us. I think it made us grow in a certain way. We learned lots of stuff from there, and I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think our new album shows uh, kind of the way we grew. uh, we've been as I said before, we've been playing like lots these past years, and basically what happened in the band was every member that has left the band in the past has been because they were they needed to leave the country for whatever reason. Okay, no bad blood with past members or anything, but every people that has been playing in the band has placed something different into it, and uh, that's what we are in a certain way. And in 2023, I would say we are kind of a Frankenstein of different experiences and different ways of playing that from past members that has been there, and in a certain way they were like teachers for us,
Okay.
for the ones who are still playing here. Um, what we tried to make with this album basically was to not sound like anything that's currently playing in our country. I mean, there's a lot of metal bands here, and there's some cool rock bands here, and we didn't want it to we didn't want to sound like
Anybody
any
else?
of yeah.
Yeah.
So we talk um like our influences, and tried to blend it into something that you couldn't tell, like, well, that's I don't know, a Nirvana rip off or something. You maybe you could like recognize some influences into our music, but you can say, well, these guys are like another version of XXXX band, whatever. You know,
But,
we wanted to make something.
I told this to Ozzy when I started listening to you guys, and I said to him, especially about his work too, because I know him from Natastor. I said to him, "Wow, you really created a whole new guitar sound, and you had a lot of freedom in putting this together." And I totally understand what you're saying when you said that you tried or you wanted to create a new sound, a different sound, and you have done that. You know, it's like it's really different in your sound. So you did a good job there.
Thanks a lot. In fact, I think us was a kind of great piece in the band because he and me worked. It kind of worked well in like if we talk about the creative process. He was a kind of a free agent here and to play whatever he wanted to because maybe Natastor was kind of um, there's kind of a route to follow when you're into a metal band, okay? Um, and he maybe in Anorexia Isan he could be like, okay, let me try whatever I wanted to.
Yes, I
So
heard that. I heard that. I said it to him. Said
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very, very creative guitar work in there, and I can just have. I just could imagine how much he would have enjoyed that to just really do his thing. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, yeah, and it was awesome because almost every song mm, started like with this feeling of well, this is a kind of an easy work to do because it was like sitting there and start playing, not like thinking, okay, we need to sound like anything else. It was like, okay, let me try and grow and write a part for this song that I want to listen. It was kind of magical process for me. I
Yeah,
think
cool.
we worked like the process of making the album was very fun and very magical for us in a certain way.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so the album is out now. The video is out. What's the plan? What's the future hold for you at the moment? Do you have gigs lined up, or where you at?
Okay, at this very moment, we had already a replacement for us in the guitar parts.
So you need to learn
Um,
everything.
of course, yeah, of course, it's a very talented guy because there's not easy to fill us shoes. He's
I agree.
awesome and outstanding guitar player. So basically, this guy is gonna fill his shoes as good as I can, as good as he can. While we're waiting for us to come back someday, and we'll be touring like this we'll be touring like in I think tours start like it'll be starting in 2 weeks or something. Maybe the next week we'll be publishing another video of this song called El Poeta, which was recorded with very talented heavy metal singer in our country, which is called Paul Gilman. Okay, maybe we could maybe we're gonna publish this video because I think it's next March the 22nd. I think it's Paul Gilman's birthday. Okay, so we wanted
Mhm.
to make something special about it. We'll be playing a lot. I think that the tour is gonna start in Hard Rock Cafe Caracas.
Okay.
Maybe next week, maybe the other week, and in July, we are planning to visit Colombia again,
Okay.
and that's our like our plans for by now. But maybe there's gonna be some changes in the whole process. I'm sure there's gonna be something different in this tour that we're not expecting at this very moment. So
Can we come from left
um,
wing? Any plans to go to Europe or the States, or you wanna? Where are you sitting
it
with
would be
that?
great. It would be great to go and play with you there in Germany. There's some of my family lives in Germany, in fact. So it would be cool if we could coordinate some little touring, maybe by the end of this year. No, you'll never know. Let's see how this album works
Yes.
there. So yeah,
Well,
and
maybe
we'll
maybe we
try.
get it. Maybe we get a hit album, and everybody wants you on the festival circuit next year in Europe. That would be fantastic.
Crossing fingers.
Yes.
It would be awesome.
Yes. That would be awesome. Really good. Okay. Well, John, it's a real pleasure to speak to you and to get to know you, and I'm looking forward to work with you in the future and get to know your band and develop our relationship and see what we can do together.
Awesome. Wish we could like talk maybe in for another interview, maybe in the middle of this tour. You never know. And thanks for everything. I needed to say that we wanted to make a step forward with this album, and that includes the publishing, and that's why we wanted to publish this album with you, because us, in fact, told us that this was going to be a great thing to do. We're very grateful with you for your work and all the support.
It's my great pleasure. And I really like the album, so that makes it easy. I would not have taken you on as much as I like Oz. I would not have taken the album if I wasn't convinced about the production and everything. It's well done. John, for the end of
Thanks a
the
lot.
of our little talk, please give a little message to your fans, to your friends, to your family, to the world. What do you want to tell them?
Hey, people! Thanks
Buy
for
the album.
the
Buy the album.
yeah. That's it. That's it. Thanks for the support and buy the album, well, please, because we need you to buy the album. Wish you could enjoy this album, and wish you could be with us for the rest of the year, and maybe why not we could meet us in Europe.
Would be great. Having said that, also I am really considering to visit Venezuela at some point because there's, as you guys know, there's Natastor, although they're not in action right now. There's Sigfil and there's of course uh, Jesus Christ, Big Dick,
I think it's Grand.
Grand Bite, of course, Grand Bite. So we have a bunch of bands down in Venezuela, and I really would love to come down and hang out with you guys and drink lots of beer and stuff.
Believe me, they are all of them are a lot of talented bands.
Yes,
So it would be a pleasure for us to meet you here. So we'll be waiting for you to come to Venezuela.
it would be great. Maybe we can do a Wolf Entertainment Festival, just all bands, just Wolf Entertainment bands, and I bring my horn and I come and play with you guys. I would love that.
Let's make it work.
Let's make it happen. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love that. Okay, my friend. Well, I wish you a great Sunday, and thanks for getting up so early to speak to me. And we'll speak very soon. Yeah.
Have a great Sunday, sir. Thanks for everything.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
People to Daniel's Studio.